bless you. Fucking cancer. There are some games that work like that, but too many of those...
Not every single game needs
I know.
to be one.
Too many AAA publishers are trying to dip into that. I don't know who's the worst with that, though. I mean, Sony is still... They've had to cancel numerous of their efforts because the first one they tried to do was paid for to start and then bombed incredibly hard.
I mean, I'd
say
Sony is probably the worst of it.
Just because they were trying to chase a trend and they...
Because every single game was yeah, like every single game was a live service to the point where it's just like...
I mean, yeah.
Why did you think this was a good idea?
They decided to stop going with mostly single-player games and try to start having live service things, so they knew that's where the money was. And that has been backfiring on them tremendously. They haven't had a single one work out. Then again, they only released one. They had one that basically got canned because it wasn't being developed well. They'd rather use
one did technically work well, but it's the only one, and even then it had its own share of problems.
Which one was that?
Helldivers 2.
Oh, right. Well, it kind of got popularity again. Now it's on Xbox. It actually surged in people playing it now. Which is interesting. But yeah, more players got added, so people jump back in. I mean, that was technically another publisher doing that. They just happened to fund them for, but still, or another. Either way, yeah. I guess technically that is them, yes.
Just to get perspective, I used to play a lot of League back when I was in college.
Yep.
And like being a slave to the multiplayer online grind. Like at first, I thought it was going to be a great thing at first because it's like, oh, I can play with a bunch of people online, so it just gives me to play, but. Then you get to the toxic aspect of it all, and just this delusional idea that every single person can try to make it big in this online sphere, and it's just kind of... I got to a point where I was like, alright.
That's why I don't play a lot of shooters online anymore. It probably got me out of the shooters, honestly, because...
I think the big thing that got me out of it was, when I first got my PC, I didn't have any real access to the internet, so all I had was just, you know, play a bit of games on Steam for a while, and then after that...
You just didn't find the urge to go back?
I was like, honestly, when I took that out and I was thinking,
you're enjoying it more.
Yeah,
basically.
I was enjoying the game more because I don't feel like I'm at the mercy of just anybody else.
Honestly, I probably would have still been playing competitive shooters online if it wasn't for freaking Gears of War 3. One match was enough to sound my experience. I basically was not doing that well, and my teammate was a kid who kept yelling at me the whole fucking time. I was just like, alright, this little shit, I don't want to do this anymore.
I think one of my the personal stories that kind of got me out of the MOBAs, or at least was like one of the first ones, or at least made me quit a MOBA immediately, was I was playing Smite, and they had like the PvP and the PvE stuff, so I was doing the PvE, so I'm like, alright, we're playing there. Before we start, the fucking, like, the game just ends immediately, and before we even start, and the first thing I get in the chat was just some asshole being like, giving me shit for being a newbie. I'm like, in a PvE, I'm like, okay, that's fucking it. And I installed it.
Yeah, I know that was an issue some people had with Helldivers too. That was one of the things. Sometimes there were newbies that didn't know what they were doing. Some of the players would just kill them. It's like, you know, it's not really encouraging people to try to get into the experience.
Yeah.
You at least are kind of the people that get others out of this. I know one of the only ones that apparently is pretty good, even for a lot of newer players, is Warframe. I know that one I've heard usually good things about. Like, I'm pretty sure...
My friend actually showed me a bit of Warframe as a game. It seems fun, just...
Yeah.
I don't know, like, that kind of massive multiplayer stuff is like... Unless I'm playing with someone I know and like...
Yeah.
It's like, in a multiplayer aspect, like, I don't care multiplayer anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, my first thing when I'm playing a game is like, if a game is just as fun to play by myself as it is on multiplayer, then I'll consider playing it. Like, there was one game that I wasn't the biggest fan of that one of my friends online was trying to get me to play a while back, and that was Lethal Company. But I saw the game and I was just like, I wasn't really feeling it. So I played it anyway because, you know, I get to play with some of my only friends. And they're like some of the few people in the online space that I actually will be willing to like play games with.
Right.
But there was like a session where I just sort of snapped because like I was kind of trying to explain how I wasn't really the biggest fan of like how this game was because, like, I don't know, just kind of feel like you need a good party for this to work. My friend was like telling us, oh no, that's not the case. I'm like, no, it exactly is the case because you need an online party, and if you don't have a good online party, But then I kind of just snapped in a frustration and rage and kind of made everyone uncomfortable.
And they're stubbornly not listening to the point you're trying to make. Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
because that's something that kind of forcefully makes me snap a little bit.
Basically, feel like
nobody's really.
They're not really listening to you. They're just ignoring you and just trying to push. No, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. You'll like it. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance. Like,
yeah, and
bro, I've been giving it a chance. It's not working.
Yeah, and I had that happen, and I just snapped in rage, and I.
Yep.
I installed the game. Like the guy wasn't like my online friend wasn't mad, but because we did have like a session in another game that I tend to enjoy when I'm playing with him, so we were just having fun.
Oh man, that was probably me a bit with well. I think Cody got mad at me because my praise for 1,000 Year Door during Super Paper Mario LP. He kept hating how much I kept bringing it up. Because I kept praising it because of the fact he didn't get through it. He just...
Oh yeah.
He started to get even bigger dislike for it. Well, let's take our time with it then. So, I'm ready for our next area. We're now at our final Eon upgrade. The weirdest one. So, who needs Speed Booster? Well, it's not really that, but you can slow things down, except for you. Which we use for getting across certain things like this. So yes, the destructible blocks that have long paths like these. He basically uses power to slow down time so you can actually run across them. So it's like the slowdown power-up in Crash Bandicoot 4.
Whoa.
Yes. This game did it first, by like 5 years. Hey, it's better than having to move to a crawl to not have the block fucking deteriorate. Oh god, I never even got that far in frickin' Wrath of Cortex, but just seeing that, I was like, oh my god, that looks obnoxious.
Oh yeah, you mean the friggin' crawling on nitros?
Yeah. Like, I remember seeing a video of, like, crawling in a bonus stage, crawling along a string of, like, 5, like, ugh. Yeah. What a time-consuming mess. Yikes. Like, Jesus. At least you move fast. This is a much better implementation of that idea. You slow down time, giving you enough time to run across before they deteriorate. You also have to note certain areas where that is.
Wait.
Yeah, this place can be weird to explore. It's one of the last major areas. I mean, we are getting somewhat close to the end of the game. I mean, look, we only have like 12 Metroids left.
Yeah, I mean, how bad can it be?
More than half of them.
Before I forget.
Yep, that's why. Yep. More than half of them are in the zone. So, yeah. And hit that so you don't have to do the crawl thing again. And there we go. Now we can explore even more.
Okay, how far are we at? Okay, it's a little past 5, looks like.
Yep. We might be able to get through this zone today, or close to it. Making strong progress. It'll honestly be pretty simple after this area. Like, after this area, the rest of the game is pretty simple.
Yeah.
Like, this is the last zone you're going to be doing a lot of exploring for a lot of new upgrades. So I think after this zone, there's only, like, 1 or 2 more upgrades. But like I said, this area has probably the best upgrades in the game.
The most fun upgrade to the boss.
Also recommend to slow things down here, unless you think you can navigate fireballs. It's recommended to slow down so you don't get pelted by them. Hey, you know, save your Eon, of course.
Or you know, just
yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, jokes.
That was the recommended thing.
I suggest using Eon. I suggest using Eon.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest getting good. God damn it!
Hey, I think the most fun I had with online multiplayer is probably Halos 2 and 3. I think I played most of it 3, but...
The most fun I've had on online multiplayer was, I was playing this game called Descenders and, Crap Champions. That's like the most fun I had online. Mostly because we're playing games that we're not at the mercy of, you know, having to worry about each other's play. Yeah.
And Halo 3, sometimes we were like that, but other times, you know, just had a lot of fun matches. I know one of my favorite matches in Halo 3, me and this one guy had a 5-on-2. We were the team of 2, going against a team of 5. For like, first, like, 25 kills. We decimated them. Like, we beat them, like, I think we got 25 kills, or I had, like, 10, my partner had 15. And the other team had, like, 6 kills the whole time. I remember, I was like, that was a really fun match. You know? And we sent messages to each other after. I was like, yeah, man, that was a good match. It was a good time. Kicked ass.
There was a good time when I was playing League where, since I usually main support because nobody ever wants to play support.
Of course.
And I tend to be like one of the better people to do it more often than not.
I mean, hey, as long as somebody can do it. Sometimes you gotta take the essential role nobody else wants to do.
Yeah.
People will value you.
Like, it's the reason why it's like nobody ever. It's like I've been never good at a carry. How come? Because everybody tries to take the carry role.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got to the point where I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just take the support role and just get on with it.
Yep.
Now some of my friends are trying to encourage me to try and like learn to carry. I'm like, I'd rather not. Not because I don't want to, but because everybody else wants to fucking do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like my support role was insane. Because I remember there was like one game where basically my entire our bot, like the bot lane was me and another person there. I was actually like we were actually pretty chill for a while as well. Just kind of the frustrating part about it, like because afterwards this is before I actually fell off of playing it all together.
Right.
He was like the last major person I was playing with, and we were basically just doing bot lane together, and he just doing some wild stuff in the bot lane because he was because one of the mains I used to play was Tarek, and his kit had baked in shields and heals. So what he did was he took one of the special abilities that made it so that he just does the piercing damage. So he used that to enhance his killing, and we basically just cleaned the entire game on our own.
Oh, nice.
And it was just like all of us, and it was just great. Nice.
It is a nice, satisfying feeling when a small, close team you have is able to take on a fucking overwhelming team like that. It is a nice, overwhelming feeling. Also, by the way, yes, we got the plasma beams. So now those Metroid-like doors we can finally break through. And also now we can kill more of these machines with just a plasma beam if you wish. It's not as easy with the beam blast, but, you know, it means you don't have to waste your Eon power, so, you know. It certainly has its uses.
I mean, it's plasma.
Yep. There's 2 more upgrades we're gonna get in this area of the game.
Behind this door is
Something.
oh.
Yep, can't get it anyway. Leaving! Now, we'll only get over there. Probably crawl through enough. Ah!
What we need.
Gotta crawl the overhead part.
What we need. Is
Or that.
speed.
Now, looks like you do move slightly faster than that, too. Huh? There goes your Eon tank. It doesn't take you out of it, either. Ah! See, that's what happens when you get caught in that thing's shockwave. Your Eon is disabled. After a while, it comes back, but it also decreases your Eon gauge, so, yeah, don't get caught in those things shockwaves. They suck. It'll be even easier to kill these robots once we get another upgrade in this place. I want to say it's the last one we get. So another, yeah, there's definitely 2 more upgrades we get in this area.
Gosh, it's so good being able to use the Eon.
Uh-huh, yep.
And now the Eon beam is now worthless.
For the most part, there are still some enemies you need to use the beam blast for, like those giant flowers. But yep, now these little hordes, now you can refill a lot of shit with this without having to waste ammo. That is the real beautiful thing about it. Our beam is basically upgraded to its max now. Oh, an elevator. Neat. Kinda hard to tell when you want to take an elevator or not, though.
Yeah. The beauty or core of a non-linear game.
Yeah.
Where the hell do I go?
At least the other good thing
I
about...
don't think I want to go down there yet.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm trying to think.
I feel like the answer is no.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think which one of the upgrades you get first.
Why do I get the feeling the first upgrade I want to get is...
Grapple beam? Up there? Maybe? Aha! Yeah, it's on, down over there. Probably use a fireball to get over there. Either that or it's going to be one of those things you need the missile for. Oh, yeah, it's probably a missile thing. Yup. Then you need to crawl along to get it.
Now I am to wonder one thing.
Ah, I see. do that, and then hang on the ledge. And then, yep. Aha. What a workaround had to do for this one.
Yep.
At least it's creative enough. I don't think I got a compliment I gotta give to this game. Considering how bland everything looked on the original Metroid 2, because it being a Game Boy game.
Visually this game definitely got an overhaul, and they did a good job.
I love the variety of the environments in this game. Like, damn. It does... Basically makes every area feel unique for the most part. It is nice. Like, I love the look of this area. That's why I don't hate this area. It's been a maze to get around, but honestly, looking at the environment, it doesn't feel like it's torture, except for the water. Other than the water, going to this area feels nice.
Yeah. You know, yeah, speaking of water torture, it'd be nice if we, had the power to be able to explore it. That would be nice.
Speak of the devil, and it shall appear.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Well, literally that. Yup. Yup. Look at its beauty.
It's morphing time.
God damn, I didn't realize she's a secret sixth ranger. Oh, this is freaking Zordon getting serious. God damn it. I have to take matters in my own hands. These kids are incapable. We have gravity suit. Guess what? Now we can go through water and lava just fine.
Yep.
Hallelujah. Thank God. Now only one more power up to get. Once we get that power up, a lot of the enemies will start to just feel like a frickin' nuisance of a side note.
Oh.
They'll be instantly dead.
What I might say, when I see an enemy, the last thing they'll hear is, screw you.
Yeah, screw you indeed. Screw all of us. No thank you. I will say, well, then again, there wasn't a lot of communication to speak of for the multiplayer, but I did enjoy my time when I was doing Mario Party Superstars online. Once they actually got the online stuff going for that. Playing a lot of the old school Mario Party boards, just, getting to play with actual people. Made it felt more worthwhile doing that than just playing single player. That's for sure.
I can believe that.
Then again, that was the only draw of Superstars. It had no real single player content to speak of. And it's weird I'm one of the only people that tries to look for single player content in those games. It adds something. That's all. But yeah, even just the stickers, it was enough to, have fun.
I need to go back down there to grab everything.